futures contracts are agreements, you know, on our work it says, due from broker or due to broker. These are arrangements with a broker. You go to a broker, the broker goes to an exchange, the broker is a member of the exchange. They can go in and negotiate these contracts in the commodities exchanges. And that way, if somebody defaults, there's some substance behind it. There's an investment house, there is margin, there is the ability to bail it out. And you can still recover from it in case of just a massive downturn. So that's the whole idea of what we're getting into, is we're getting into a protected situation with the derivative. And the reason we're using the derivative is because we are hedging against a possible loss. And there are two types of situations with possible losses. There's what we call a fair value hedge, and there is a cash flow. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to take a position so that we avoid any major swings in price. So the fair value hedge is we're going in and we're looking at an asset that's on our books, and that asset we want to protect from a decline. In the case of the problem we're working, there's an asset, there's 1 million pounds of inventory of commodity A on the books. And the company, it is August, and the company plans on selling it in February, and they want to realize 53 cents a pound for it. So we have a situation on August 1 of year 1, they have inventory of 1 million pounds of A. They plan to sell that 1 million pounds on 2/1 of 2. So that's what, 6 months out. And they desire, they can look at the market, and right now, that market, the futures price is 53 cents a pound. We're going to go to 12/31 of 1, and then to 2/1 of 2. When we get to 2/1 of 2, we want to go ahead and work our sale. But in the meantime, we have an end of a fiscal period, so we have to come in and compute how we stand related to the value of the asset on the books and the value of the derivative on the books. So we need to adjust for the changes in that. But we've got the million. Oh, one thing I missed. Inventory, and the inventory value is 38 cents per pound. So we have something that's on our books, and this side. We have $380,000 worth of inventory, which is 1 million pounds at 38 cents a pound. look at what we can do, that's what we paid for it. We have spot prices, and we have the futures. The futures price for February of year 2. So when we look at the spot price at 8/1 of 1, the spot price is 51 cents. The futures price is 53 cents. Now, where a lot of this could come from is they're sitting there and they see, hey, the futures are selling at 53 cents. That's what we want for the 4 hours. So they go out and they sell in the futures market. They execute a sale of their futures of 1 million pounds on February of year 2, February 1 of year 2, and they do it for 53 cents a pound. Now this is what we call a net settlement contract. What that means is, if the price goes down, and it on February 2nd, if it is below 53 cents and they want to settle, they call the broker, and if it's like 52 cents a pound, that's 2-cent differential, that's $20,000. Call the broker, say, cancel me out and send me my $20,000. However, if the price has gone up, now they're in the position that they need to clear out of that, but they have to buy in at a higher price, so they're going to lose 2 cents a pound. They call the broker and say, close my position, my check for $20,000 is in the mail. So there's a chance of winning and losing on these futures commitments, but that's going to be offset by what we expect to get out of our sale inventory. Because we expect to sell 1 million pounds at 53 cents. And we have to watch out for the change in the value of inventory. So we move on to 12/31 of 1. So we're now at the end of the period. What we find is the spot price has dropped to 49 cents. And the futures price has dropped to 51 cents. So what they have, since they sold it at 53, they buy it back at 51. To clear, they can make 20 grand. But their objective is not to make money on the derivatives. They're supposed to use the derivatives as a hedge. And when we have a hedge, what do we have to have? We have to have a hedging, a statement of our hedge, of what we're trying to accomplish and what we're doing to do that accomplishment. So that when the auditors come in, they don't just look at it and say it's a speculation, it's part of an overall scheme. And it has to be documented. So there's some documentation that says, we sold this at 53 cents because we expect to make a sale of 53 cents in the future. But at the end of December, our inventory has declined in value, just like the price of it's gone down by $21,000. So the inventory went down, the futures price has gone down. So we've made money on the futures, we've lost money on the inventory. So we'll come over here and look at what's happened on the inventory. We have $21,000, which has reduced it. So now the value of our inventory is $359,000. So let's go through our entries. When we started out on 8/1/1, we entered into the contract. This is a nominal amount. They might have to put up some cash, but we can say no value. Because that's basically the way I say there's some value because in real life there is. For the purposes of accountants solving problems on the CPA exam in this area, there's no value. We come along to 12/31/1. At this point, we have to recognize our position. So we have to recognize the change in inventory value and the change in the value of the derivative. The change in inventory's gone down to $21,000. So we're going to debit loss on inventory. And we'll credit inventory for $21,000, which is our credit that we're showing over here to get the value down to $359,000. The other item we need to record is what's happened with the derivatives. Well, the derivative that we sold for 53 cents, we can buy back for 51, so we have a profit there, yes.
Why 21,000 and not 20?
This was given in the profit.
Oh.
And let me tell you why 21,000, not 20. Not all hedges work out perfectly. Most of them don't. Some of them you may come out a little bit ahead. Some of them you may come out a little behind. But the idea is to lose a little, not a lot. So we have on 12/31. What we can do is we can buy what we've sold for 53 cents. We can buy it for 51. So what we have is 1,000,000 pounds times 53 cents minus 51 cents, or a 2-cent gain, and that's $20,000. So we have, we can call it due from broker. Receivable. From liability too. Okay, he does both sides. So that's going to be So we have a receivable of 20,000 from the broker, and we have a gain on hedge of 20,000. So we lost $21,000 on our inventory. We made 20,000 on the hedge. We're a net loser of $1,000. We can have it set up another account over here for receivable from Right now we have a receivable of $20,000 from the broker. So we have gone from 8/1 to 12/31. Now we're going from 12/31, we get to February 1. What's the first thing we're looking at? We're looking at what's the spot price. And now the spot price, I think, is 51 cents. 52 cents. So we come to 52 cents. And the futures price is also 52 cents. And that's what you're going to see in these as you get to the exercise date or the expiration date. The futures price is going to be virtually the same as the spot price. And we had our inventory went up by $32,000. So we need to, one, take care of the change in inventory value, and two, we need to take care of the change in the futures value, because at 12/31 we adjusted 51 cents. Now it's gone back up, so we need to adjust from 51 back up to 52. So we have basically a loss on the derivative from 51 cents to 52 cents. Now we've converted the sale from 53 cents value to 51 cents value when we made these entries. Now it's gone back up. So we have a loss on the derivative, but a gain on the inventory. So 2, 1, and 2, we have a debit to inventory of $32,000 and a credit to gain on inventory of $32,000. So what's happened is our inventory value has gone up by 32, and so we have $391,000 in inventory now. We have the change in the value of the derivative. We have £1,000,000. We had valued it at 51 cents. It's gone to 52 cents. So we've had a loss of a penny. That equals $10,000. So we had a loss on hedge of 10,000 and receivable from broker of 10,000. So now we have 10,000 coming in over here. So the net amount that the broker owes us is $10,000. And what that you can look at is the cumulative effect is the difference between selling something at 53 cents and buying it back at 52. So we want to conclude that contract. So we go in on 2/1 of 2. We ask the broker for the 10 grand, and we get cash of 10,000, and we have receivable from broker for 10,000. And now we come over here and we credit the receivable from broker, and the deal's done. The broker no longer owes us anything, nor do we owe the broker anything. So the deal's concluded there. So that leaves us in the position we can now go ahead and sell the inventory at the spot price. So we 2/1 and 2, we sell the inventory we have accounts receivable for, and we're gonna sell it at the spot price. So it'd be 52 cents times 1 million pounds would be $520,000. Our sales would be $520,000 credit. We would have inventory. Our inventory value is $391,000. Not a good line, is it? And our cost of goods sold is $391,000. So now we have zero in inventory because we credited inventory for the 391. So do the steps. At inception, there's not a significant balance that comes in. It's nice that way, we don't have to compute odd numbers. At the end of the year, we have to recognize the change in value of both the derivative and of the asset. Because this is a fair value hedge. We have an asset on the books that we're hedging the value. And we're hedging the sale value of the asset, not the physical. We get to February 2nd, we adjust the value of the asset and we adjust the value of the derivative. Then we close out the derivative and then we effectively sell the asset. But this is the case where we have gone in and protected the value of something we already have on the books that we're going to sell. The other, I'm going to erase part of this.
Jag tänkte ju.
All right, the other problem is dealing with